Happy Friday. It's going to be hot again. Actually, it seems like it's going to be hot forever. And that being the case, if you have a pool here in the Coachella Valley, you'll probably use it. And if you are using your own pool in your own yard, should you be able to do whatever you want? Now, we got this story from a viewer. Someone said to him they saw a naked person swimming in the yard behind them and considered it lewd behavior. How did they see this? Apparently, they have a Ring camera pointed in the direction of the neighbor's backyard. They want to file a complaint with the police. Our contributors tonight, Doug and Jamie Baker, and Doug looks a bit pained. Are you all right, Doug? You seem to have a scowl on your face as we begin tonight. Did this story upset you?
No, I was watching the bear go in the swimming pool prior to this lead-in. No, we don't. Skinny dipping is called something else here. It's called chunky dunk, okay? And we don't do it because we back up to the golf course, and frankly, I'm not that proud.
Okay. Well, listen, who better to comment on that than you? Now, Jamie, obviously I've been to your house and I know where the pool sits. So you guys would not swim naked in your pool?
No, wow. Why? No. First of all, why is this person's Ring camera facing somebody else's backyard? That is privacy invasion at its best. No.
Yeah, but the Ring camera could be facing the backyard. The argument could be made, Doug, because they want to see if somebody comes through their back door.
What, through their neighbor's pool, over the hedge and into their yard? No, I don't think so. You want to put a camera on your neighbor's backyard and then complain that you see what the neighbor is doing? That's ridiculous.
All right. So now let me ask you guys this, because you live in a beautiful home in a beautiful area. If you were to see your neighbors swimming naked, would you say something to them? Or, Jamie, would you just enjoy the show?
I love my neighbors. I love all my neighbors. I don't want to see them naked anywhere. Pool, golf, no.
Doug, what would you do?
Well, I don't know, given the age group of our neighbors, that we could ever enjoy the show. But it wouldn't bother me either. Those things don't bother me.
All right. Well, just think about that, by the way. If you're swimming in your pool, a neighbor happens to look in, you're naked when swimming, and they say you are conducting lewd conduct. Okay, how do you feel when you wake up in the morning? Greet the day, refreshed, a smile, ready to conquer the world? Or are you like every 1 in 3 Americans that wake up already exhausted? As a growing issue, Alex goes, that's me. As a growing issue with sleep quality and overall well-being. Why? Stress, poor sleep habits, lifestyle choices contribute to this widespread fatigue. Experts emphasize the importance of prioritizing rest and establishing healthier routines to address this trend. Doug, you're up first. Do you wake up already exhausted?
Some mornings I do, yes. I don't get, with rare exception, I don't get a full night's sleep. Jamie, as you know, gets up about 3:30 in the morning. And most mornings I don't get up with her, but I hear her, we chat for a few minutes, and then I try to go back to sleep. But she's happy, and that's all that matters. So, yeah, some mornings I wake up and I'm already tired.
Yeah, she gets up at 3:30 in the morning, and you try to chat with her. Why wouldn't you just let her get up?
Well, I don't keep her from getting up. I just hear the alarm sometimes. So I know she's moving around the house, so I like to say good morning and have a great day. I'm a nice guy.
No, you are a nice guy. You are a nice guy. Do you wake up at 3:30 in the morning already exhausted, Jamie?
No, it's 3:45. My God. No, I wake up refreshed, ready to go, excited, and I feel bad for people who wake up and feel exhausted. That's not a fun way to live.
Well, how do you think chronic fatigue can impact your daily life, Jamie?
Well, if you're stressed, you're not happy, there's so many coworkers who just come to work and say, I hate this place. Well, then don't come here. So it's all about how you put your mind to. It's everything happens with your mind.
All right, well, using your mind, Doug, how can we all get a better night's sleep? What can we do?
One word, Fred, Ambien.
Yeah, there's that. If there was maybe a more natural approach, it might be helpful. But of course.
Oh, you want helpful?
No, you know what you are? You know what you are? It's what my kids tell me. You're a fan of Big Pharma. Ambien. Take the pills. That's exactly right, Doug.
No.
They work.
All right. How good is your memory? Do you remember all your first grade classmates, your male person's names, your family trip to the Grand Canyon when you were 10? If you remember all of that with crystal clarity, you're probably a pretty happy person. New study shows that happier people tend to remember things better, suggesting feeling good can boost our memory skills. Researchers found that positive emotions really help with recalling information, linking our mental health to how well we remember stuff. All right, Jamie, how do you boost your happiness?
I try to live by the motto, if it's not fun, why do it? I try to keep my mind positive, have fun doing everything, like what we're doing tonight.
I thought your motto was an eye for an eye.
Oh, well, no. No, it's fun.
All right. Doug, how do you boost your happiness?
An eye for an eye is her marriage creed. I do it by mentally taking care of myself. I love to read, so I read an awful lot. In fact, I've got 8 books stacked up over there that I read in the last 6 weeks. That I enjoy that. And I enjoy good conversation with good friends. And the more I do that, I know my memory is going to be okay.
Now, you know what's interesting about that? Because they do say boosting your well-being, activities like mindfulness or social engagement, help slow age-related memory decline. So you live that every day, Doug.
Yes. I didn't know I was, but yeah, I am.
And Jamie, what do you think? Does that help memory decline if you're just more engaged with people, take more time for yourself?
I think it's really based on every individual. Like Doug won't remember somebody's name to save his life, but he could recall something that happened in like 1940. So it all depends.
No.
I remember everything.
No, that happens when you get older. You forget what happened yesterday, right? But then back in 1940, you remember when I was walking to school. Yeah, that just happens as you age. You forget the stuff that happened now, and you remember things from like 40, 50 years ago, Doug.
Yeah, you do. And she's saying I forget people's names. That's true. I forget names of people that I met once a year ago and haven't.
Right.
That's because they're not important to you. No, it's because I don't know who they are.
There you go.